Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Yahweh's Farm. We're live on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Just want to welcome you again. And tonight we will be going over Garden Wednesday with Saul Padilla, and we will be talking about transplanting. Good afternoon. How are you doing today, Saul?
I'm doing pretty good. Today we're gonna talk about transplanting, and we're gonna transplant some broccoli in a no-till garden. And those plants we also make it here in the farm. So we start those plants like five weeks ago, and now we put it in the field. And if you notice, the gardens is full of grass and stuff. Well, we cut the weeds and the grass and everything that they grow in the garden, and we just drop it in there in the bed, and they work like a mulch. So when we transplant the broccoli, we just move the hay to the side and make a little hole, and then put the plant in there. The soil is real nice and soft because we don't till it, so all the microbes they work in the soil and they keep it soft. So we just put irrigation. We got a irrigation, drip irrigation. So we just keep it moist and they stay real nice and soft.
Cool. And how old are these plants right now?
Those plants are 5 weeks old.
Okay.
They usually take between 6 to 8 weeks, but this one we kind of planting a little bit early.
And is there a specific time of the day or why you chose like the afternoon?
It's better to plant it early in the morning or late in the afternoon, because those plants they used to be in the greenhouse. So when you put it outside, and if the sun is real strong, they're gonna get shot. But if you put it like early in the morning, they kind of get adopted by the time the sun come out. They're real strong. They get adopted. The mulch also help a lot because they kind of block a little bit of the wind and the sun, and they don't get shot too bad.
And like, is this the same kind of like feeding thing or mix that you used like a few months ago that you made?
Oh, for the seedlings?
Yeah.
Yes, this we make the pre-mix. We mix all the pea molds and the pure light and all that, and then we plant we fill the trays. We put the seed in the trays, and they germinate. And broccoli germinate real fast. They usually take like 3 or 4 days. And then after that, like after a week, we start putting some food. And we usually put amino acids and seaweed and a little bit of fish. And then we go from once a week to like twice a week. And then right now that they're going in the field, we probably spray like once a week for like 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and then they don't need a lot after that.
And how many plants are in that tray right now?
There's 200 plants. There's a lot of different trays, but that one is 200 plants.
And how many are you putting per row? Like the row?
How many? There's my rows there. Well, they're actually beds. They're wide beds. We plant 2 rows in each bed, and they're 50 feet beds. So we put it like 18 inches apart, and we put double rows in the bed.
So like if you put them too close, does it like choke the other one, or what happened? Why do you put it so far?
When you put too many plants or plants too close together, what they do is they compete each other for the nutrients that's in the ground, and then you're gonna end up having one bigger than the other one. And sometimes the big one don't grow like the way they're supposed to grow because the other one is taking some nutrients too. And it's better to keep them in space. And especially in organic, we don't put a lot of like real strong fertilizers. what we do is we just separate the plants. In a conventional farming, you can plant the broccoli like in 6 to 8 inches apart,
Mm-hmm.
but they apply a lot of fertilizer, so they can do that. If we put it like that, we're not gonna have a good broccoli. So that's why we do 18 inches. Sometimes we even do 24 inches.
And this mulch, does it help prevent the birds from eating it, or?
Well, in the broccoli, we don't have a lot of problems with the birds. We usually have problem with rabbits. But the mulch, what they help is keep the moisture in the ground and kind of protect the little plants from the wind, because they're so little. Right now, if there's a lot of wind, sometimes they break the little plants.
No, I'm noticing that it's got a lot of leaves, but usually broccoli has that little bunch on top. Is there like a certain time when you know it's ready?
Yeah, well, this plant is only like 3-4 inches high, and they had to grow. This type of broccoli, they grow like 2 feet high, and that's when they open the flower. There's other types of broccoli that they grow even taller than that, but right now it's so little. It's a baby plant, so it's real little. After a few weeks, you're gonna start seeing the leaves that get real big, and then they usually take like 80 days, 60 to 80 days, depend the type of broccoli. Sometimes even more than 100 days to see the flower. Yeah, but if you notice, these plants that already have 5 weeks, they're 5 weeks old, these plants.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put it in the ground, and you still have to wait like 60 to 80 days
Uh-huh.
to harvest the first
First
harvest.
batch.
Yeah. Now broccoli give you one main flower, and then after you cut that one, you're gonna have a lot of little flowers,
Mm-hmm.
and those little flowers they call it broccolini, because they're small flowers. That's real good. Chefs love that. Yeah.
Now, what is the taste like? Is it different from like the store-bought? You know, when you get it fresh from the ground?
Well, yeah, especially when you buy organic and that's straight from the farm. Well, they have all the flavor, and especially when you harvest it today and you cook it tomorrow, or if you cook it the same day, well, that's even better.
Mm-hmm.
But the one you buy in the store, that's probably like a week or 2 weeks old. So the longer they stay in the store, they start losing more and more and more flavor and vitamins too.
Yeah, I think the only broccoli I've ever tried is the frozen one, and that doesn't taste really good.
No, because that's probably like 3-4 years old.
Right.
Yeah, the best produce is the ones that you get straight from the farm, and the ones that you know when they harvest it. And if you have the chance to have your own little garden, you don't need a lot, but you're gonna enjoy eating the fresh produce from your garden, and you're gonna see all the process and everything. That's the best way to eat with a lot of flavored vegetables and fruits.
Mm-hmm. So then you don't really have to do anything special to the ground. It's already ready to take it, or
in this garden we don't till it. The only thing we do is we cut the grass or whatever weeds they grow in there and drop it in the same beds in there, and we keep it moist. Even if we don't have plants growing like in the summer, we still irrigate once in a while to keep it moist, because we giving some water to the microbes. That way they keep working. If you let the soil dry, well, the microbes they're gonna die or they're gonna go away, and your soil start getting real hard. If we water once in a while, well, the microbes they stay in there and they keep working for us.
oh, okay.
That's the difference between a commercial farmer and an organic farmer. is that we grow in a live soil, and the conventional farmers, they grow in a dead soil. So what they do is they add the nutrients and whatever the plant need to grow, and we don't have to add any of that. We just have to put water, and sometimes we put some nutrients, but that's organic nutrient. It's like something from the ground to the ground.
And when in one of those little beds, how many can you fit in there again?
That's like 30 to 38.
Well, thanks everyone for joining us tonight. This is Yahweh's Farm, and we just ask that if you like the content, make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Comment below, and join us next week when we come back with Diana Padilla, and we'll see what she's cooking up. Thank you for watching.